One small rich wizard kingdom versus one massive human kingdom. Who do you guys think is going to win? So as you guys can see, we're clearly going to put the wizards over here on this small little island, and I put this kind of like rock border over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let both kingdoms sort of expand and take over all their territory, kind of progress to like maybe 100 years, 200 years. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to drop the borders and I'm going to let them both fight. So obviously, let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I really haven't done anything with the map other than like I put like a wasteland over here because I'm going to give the humans kind of like a wasteland area, and then I'm going to make the wizards really rich. So let's just get straight into it. First things first, what we're going to do is I'm going to really just, I'm going to get grass seeds, and I'm going to put grass over all of this like so. The other thing I'm going to do, which I forgot to do earlier, is I'm going to put a little bit of soil right here because I want to give like the humans some like sort of incentive to kind of come over here and progress towards this area. So I'm going to put some dirt over here, kind of like this, replace the sand a little bit, and then I'll like kind of make this like a little bit of an oasis area for the humans on their side. So let me just go back to grass. We're going to put grass down along this entire area like so. And yeah, besides that, all we're really going to do is I'm just going to like, I'll put in some trees. I'll put in a bunch of bushes like so. And then I'm really just going to put in a ton of ores as well, because this is going to be like the main part. I'm going to put in a lot of ores for the wizards so they're able to like, you know, really get a ton of resources going. We're going to put some adamantium, mithril, gold. I already put that. Some just regular ore, some silver, you know, just kind of like put every sort of ore I think they'll ever need all over here like so. And yeah, I mean, I guess I could just honestly with the new update, you know what, I'm literally just gonna put some new biomes because like why not? Like literally we have all of this area, like might as well spice it up with a bunch of good biomes over here as well. It just look really cool. Like a lot of the new biomes are really sick, so you know, might as well use them, right? Might as well use them. Okay, here we go. I mean, the trees are a little bit different. I kind of messed up with the trees. Let me just plant a couple of bit of new trees around on some of these biomes. I just wanted to use them because they look so sick. But anyways, this is going to be kind of like the rich area for the wizards, like so. And then for the humans on the other hand, they're not really going to get too much. I mean, I will put a couple like trees around. I think the trees are literally cactuses. So hopefully the humans are able to make do with this. And I will, maybe they'll make farms, right? I think they'll be able to make farms by themselves. If they can't make their own farms, they're literally cooked. And then we just put like a couple ores around on this like oasis area, like to give the humans a little bit of incentive to kind of like work their way over here for the final battle. We'll just put a couple ores here. Okay, and besides that, I think we are ready to go. So the wizards are going to be over here in this really rich sort of island in the corner here, and the humans are going to have this entire wasteland to expand. And yeah, let's just spawn in the units for today's video. So we're going to start with the wizards. For wizards, I'm going to do white mages because they're more peaceful. They're still really strong, but they're more peaceful, so they won't just go out of their way to like go and fight the humans, because I don't want them like fighting before like I tell them to fight, you know what I mean? Oh, this is what I forgot to do. I have to go over to subspecies, unlimited expansion. I'm going to turn on all features of their brain, and I'm going to turn off Gift of the Void. This pretty much means they can teleport anywhere on the map. If I turn this off, they're not going to be able to teleport, so I'm going to turn that one off. Converting sunlight into energy. That's how they eat. That's crazy. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, so it looks like they made their very first kingdom. I think I'm just going to literally leave it with that. But this is the start of the White Mage Kingdom right here. We're just going to kind of let them do their own thing. And then let's go over here and let's make the human kingdom. I'm not going to do anything else to the humans because they're already like low-key kind of screwed. I mean, they don't really have much. Let's just check on subspecies. Unlimited expansion. I'm not going to give them any sort of like special traits. And they're omnivores. Perfect. Okay, so the humans are just going to pretty much do their own thing. And the one thing I will say is if the humans do not manage to make a farm before, you know, they all run out of food, then they are all going to die. And I'll actually have to help them out. But if they're smart enough to make a farm before they all die, then good for them. But if not, I will spawn in some bushes or something so they have food. Because as you guys can see, there is literally no food in this area. Like, it's literally a wasteland. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn rebellions off. I don't want any sort of rebellions. Disasters, natural disasters, turn that stuff off. And yeah, I guess we're just going to let both these kingdoms sort of expand for a while here and just see how they go. The other thing I will do, there's something I wanted to do for the mages, fast builders, because they have a lot less people, and the mages are naturally like slow builders. So I'm going to give them fast builders. So hopefully they're able to like expand, you know what I'm saying? Let's just put things in 5 times speed. Let's see how the mages do. I'm very excited for this video. So yeah, they literally, I didn't know you could eat or like get hunger by like literally using the sunlight. Also, the white mage buildings look so cool. They're probably my favorite buildings out of any of the new races in the game. Currently, at least that I've seen, I like the white mages more than any other one. And yeah, they look very sick. You know what I'm saying? They also got this shielded ability. They naturally have more health than humans. They have mana. They have a staff. The staff is definitely going to be the thing that's like a big deciding factor here. So I remember I did a video like this a long time ago, and instead of like mages, I used orcs, and it just wasn't that fair because like orcs are stronger, but they're not like, they don't really have any sort of like overpowered ability. But the mages on the other hand have the staff, which is very strong. The one thing I don't know about is if the mages are going to be able to create more staffs, or like the children of the mages that are born, if they're going to be given like weapons, swords, spears, and stuff like that instead of staffs. I have no idea how that's going to work. For now, it just looks like all the new mages all seem to have their own staffs. Oh, they're fighting like a bunch of wolves. There's like a wolf pack here. Nah, I think the mages will be fine though. I think they can heal too. Yeah, they have natural, I think they have natural regeneration, right? And they have shields. Yeah, I think the mages should be good. Like while they're doing this, let's go in and check in on the humans, see what they're kind of doing here. Like there's a lot of new like creatures also roaming about. Yeah, I think this is pretty fair. Maybe I should put a little bit of, the one thing I did forget to do is I'll put some gold here as well. I'll put a little bit of gold, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like give them some more incentive to come over here. And let's just go in and check in on the human kingdom. So they're building roads, but they have yet to build a single farm. As you guys can see, they all have literally, look at them, they're all dying. They have no hunger. Nobody, actually the new ones have hunger, but like all the original generations have literally no hunger. So they better get started on a farm, which they are finally doing. We are 16 years in. The humans are pretty smart this run, and they're actually doing the right thing, which is going for food off rip. So what I'm going to do, let's just go put this in sonic speed and maybe progress until they have enough food. Maybe, let me just hit this burger enough times. Okay, boom. Sonic speed on. Let's go. Okay, they're all dying. They're all dying, but the ones who are able to eat are doing okay. Look at them. See, they have food. These guys all have food over here. Oh, this guy's fat. This one guy, Gasa, is so fat. He's eating all the food, bro. Look at him. He's just staying around the farm. Like, look at this guy, bro. Oh, my God. Well, humans are naturally greedy creatures. They also have a second farm going over here in Ramel, which is their second capital. Why? What the heck is going on here? Why is there so many wolves here, bruh? Wait, I didn't do this, so why are there so many wolves? Wait, they're not fighting either. Are they like teaming with the mages? There's like a million wolves, bro. Oh my goodness. I guess they're peaceful. I mean, the white mages are naturally peaceful, but I didn't know they could literally like tame animals. I guess maybe they can tame animals. That's pretty cool. So we have ice mages here or whatever, but like, okay, first off, why do some of them look different than other ones? I don't know. Like maybe they have different roles. Yeah, some of them only have axes. Like they don't have more mage weapons. So I'm just very curious. Can the mages not make like more weapons? Like, is that it? Like, I mean, even like the mages that don't, well, let me just check real quick. Let me just find a mage that doesn't have anything. But it looks like even the ones that don't have staffs still have mana. So maybe they'll be able to make their own sort of weapons. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, I mean, they're doing pretty well for themselves. They've expanded. They have a lot of like capital buildings. Dude, these capital buildings look very sick, by the way. Like, just look at this. Very cool. Dude, these wolves are so annoying and there's so many. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I feel about this. Like I said, like, bro, why is there so many wolves? Whatever. I mean, it looks like the white mages have their own sort of like strategy going on or something. I don't know. Let's go. Oh my gosh. The entire world has been absolutely filled with friggin' cactuses. I'm going to turn off tree growth because there's just too much happening. Like this is low-key bad. Why is there so many cactuses? I didn't think this many were gonna spawn. Holy crap, Worldbox. Why is there so many? And then, okay, checking in on the humans. It looks like they've finally all made food. And there are no more hungry humans. That's very nice. All the humans have finally, like, you know, like made some food and they're chilling. Also, this is a Titanic map, I think, so it's pretty big. So this video might take quite a while. There's a lot of expansion to do currently. I think I made the world maybe a little bit too big. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm putting this in sonic speed like I did before. I kind of just want both kingdoms to really just do their own thing, really just expand. Yeah, the humans are doing very well. It looks like they've built a lot of roads. They have a lot of roads connecting all of their things. The roads are really cool. I like this part of the update, like the fact that they build their own roads. Like, very, very sick. I like this. Even though they literally don't use them, they just walk wherever the heck they want to walk. So I don't know what's the point of the roads. Maybe they're just there to look nice or something. I don't know. And then let's check in on the mages. They're doing pretty well themselves down over here. World population is going up. We're almost at 600. I thought it'd be a lot higher than 600. Already 100 years in. With the new update, it looks like kingdoms and races don't really expand as fast as they did before. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, the expansion's pretty slow, but it looks, like, very nice. Like, there's a lot happening. The other thing is, it looks like, oh my gosh, the mages are so rich. Look at how rich they are. Especially with, like, all these ores. It looks like they're definitely mining a lot of the ores around the map. As they expand, they mine a lot of ores. Look at them just chilling, mining. It looks like they have a lot of different people who do a lot of different things. Like that guy just mined the ore and then they like go and deposit it. I like how like the buildings, like based on like what color the kingdom is, like this one's lime. Like the buildings have like a little bit of lime on them. Like it's just a very cool little detail that I like about this game. I don't see the humans have built any sort of capital buildings. Why do they only have tier 1 buildings? Like they haven't built a second tier building like at all, and I'm not sure why that is. Like usually they would have built like castles by 150 years in, or like their tier 3 buildings, which are literally miniature castles. But I haven't seen a single castle. It's literally just all little villages here. As for gear, let's just check in. I mean, there's a lot of humans, so maybe not everybody has gear. Looks like they're still rocking. Yeah, they don't really have it. Like I said, they don't have any ores out here because it's all a desert. So actually, that might be why they can't progress to the Stone Age, because there's literally no stone. So the humans, like, they literally just don't have any stone. They literally just have bows and they have like sticks, and some of them don't even have anything. But that's just because literally they just don't have any stone or any ores and they can't progress. That's also probably why they're all tier 1 houses. The mages, on the other hand, have expanded very well. They have so many resources that they're able to build statues. And I mean, the mages are just very rich down here. They're doing very well. This is probably my favorite building for like the mages, like this book building. Oh my gosh, it just looks so cool. Like it reminds me of like a Minecraft enchantment table. But it looks like the mages, for the most part, have taken over almost this entire kingdom. Okay, did I spawn too many ores? Holy, okay. Wait, maybe these ores spawned naturally? I don't even know, but holy, why is there so many ores? Like, I might have made these guys a little bit too rich, but I think it actually makes sense because, like, the population difference is going to be absolutely humongous. So, okay, the humans need to start expanding. Why are they expanding so freaking slow, bro? Or at least I'm going to wait until the humans have expanded and taken over a lot of this desert, and I'll get back to you when that happens. Okay, just checking in. We are almost 400 years in, and by this time, I thought the humans would have expanded all the way to the border, but, like, this is the human expansion 400 years in almost. I mean, they finally expanded all the way over to the side, which is nice, and they finally unlocked tier 2 buildings because they actually have stone now and ores, and they're able to build. There's also this other random human kingdom which somehow formed. I don't know how this happened, but yeah, maybe I made the map a little bit too big because my PC is starting to lag. But this is the current human expansion. I think what I'm going to have to do, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take humans to, like, expand and take over everything. I even turned on, like, unlimited border expansion, but, like, the humans still have not expanded across the entire map. I don't know why exactly, but yeah, this is the current state of the world. What I might do, honestly, what I've been thinking about doing is kind of putting, like, a stone border around so that, you know, like, they expand to a certain limit, because I think I made this map maybe a little bit too big. That's kind of my issue, is I think I might have made this map a little bit too big because my PC is starting to lag, and yeah, I kind of want to have like a good fight, but I don't want to like lag my entire freaking PC. I'm kind of just going to let them kind of expand and see what the humans do, see if they're able to take over all this sort of land. But yeah, this is the current state, almost 400 years in, and yeah. Okay, we are now almost 600 years in. I'm going to turn off Sonic Speed now, and this is the current state of the world. I had to like block off all this area because the humans were taking way too long to expand, but finally the human nation has taken over most of the wasteland except this little part here. Pretty much the humans have taken over all this land over here that I put like grass and ores on, and they were actually able to finally make some tier 2 buildings, as you can see by the stone in these sort of like colonies. All these kingdoms over here, all these little colonies over here have stone buildings, tier 2 buildings, ships, etc. And if you go over here and look at where we originally started, all the original kingdoms are still stuck in wood huts. As you can see, it's simply because they were not able to get ores. And yeah, so this is the current human kingdom. Let's just take a look at the populations before we actually like put them into war. So 26 of 11 villages, so they're way over their village count. But since I turned off rebellions, I don't have to worry about rebellions because I turned that off. But currently, this is a human kingdom, Winnie, with 4,000 people, 2,000 soldiers, versus Auruks, which is the mage kingdom, that have 1,200 people and 700 soldiers. And yeah, this is currently how things are looking. The humans have finally colonized the entire wasteland, and yeah, it looks pretty sick. The human army is absolutely humongous, but the mage army is honestly pretty big as well. I didn't expect the mages to have over 800 soldiers, So this should be a pretty exciting battle. Since we're around year 600, a lot of the mages have like full gear at least, or weapons, you know what I'm saying? Some mages have staffs, some mages have like normal weapons, but honestly, I'm surprised a lot of mages still have staffs. Like if you go around, like there's quite a few mages. Most of them actually have staffs. You can see them in their hands. You can see what type of weapon they're holding, and quite a few of them have staffs. So we'll see if that's actually able to make a big dent in like the numbers and if it's gonna matter. But yeah, I'm just very excited for this battle. Let me know down below in the comments right now. Do you guys think the human kingdom is going to win, or do you think this small mage kingdom over here is going to win? The humans, on the other end, haven't had very many resources, but they have a lot more people. And the mages don't have that many people, but they have a lot of resources, and they've had a lot of time to expand and make good gear. So without further ado, I'm just so excited. Let's just get right into this. So what I'm going to do is, first things first, I am going to let me just make this a little bit smaller so I don't destroy everything by accident, make it even smaller than that. And we are going to I'm going to decrease the ground level like so, and pretty much make it so that both kingdoms can really just go at it and fight each other. So I'm just going to like, you know, just like kind of shrink this entire border all along this mountain range that I put in like so, just kind of shrink all of this. Yeah, and after I do that, what I'm really going to do, I don't really care too much for like the ships. I'm really just going to put like a bunch of plain soil right here, just right across, so they can just literally just walk straight across into the other territory. I'm rest in peace to like these docks that I'm destroying. But let me just put all this down like so. And yeah, I think we're pretty much ready. Is this good enough? I think this is pretty much good enough for the invasion. I want it to happen on just like a little small area here. And without further ado, let's just put both of these kingdoms to war. The mage kingdom versus the massive human kingdom. Who do you guys think is going to win? I'm just excited for this. Let's just get into it. All right, no more talking. All right, the war has finally begun. Let's go. I think same citizens are also going to fight because of just like they're two completely different races. So I think everybody in the kingdoms are going to fight. We're going to turn on, where is it? Angry villagers. Villagers will also participate in same race wars. The mages have like, as you can see with the staffs, the mages just have such an advantage, especially in the range department, because they can literally, and they have the staffs also freeze the humans. So we'll see how it goes. Let me put things in 3 times speed. Let's just check in. Oh my gosh. The humans are sending their armies. Okay. The humans have almost double the army. And like in terms of population, the humans have almost quintuple the population of the mages. The mages though are just like way stronger naturally. So we'll see who's gonna win this. Mages are coming. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. And they all, I was surprised. Most of them have staffs. Like a great amount of these mages have staffs. Okay, my PC just literally lagged there for a second. This is a huge battle, so it's to be expected. The mages are like making their way in to the very first human colony. There's just so many of them. They're like swarming. But that's because a lot of the human reinforcements have yet to get there. As you can see, a lot of human troops are still moving their way down to the border. There's a lot of them, as you can see. There's just a ton. So the mages are just doing their own thing. There's a lot of the mages though. Holy. Okay, let me put things in 5 times speed. The mages are really just using the staffs to their advantage and just fighting from a distance. Okay, human armies are coming in from the top and the other side. They're all getting frozen though. Like, I think the mages might be a little bit too broken. I remember I did this video last time, but I used orcs instead of humans, and the orcs got overwhelmed by the sheer amount of human numbers. So I wonder if this video, the kingdom with less troops, is actually going to be the one to come out on top. I mean, mages are pretty strong naturally, so we shall see how this goes. I mean, it's going to be a pretty big conquest because there is a lot of territory to take over. Like, there is just a lot. Don't get too excited now over the mages winning this small battle here, because there is so much room they got to cover. But they're definitely making a little bit of a dent here. Also, you got to think the humans don't have any resources. Like, these humans are pretty poor. Like, I mean, some of them might have bows and stuff. Oh, all right, human reinforcements are here. They're all getting frozen. We've got one of the mage armies making their way into another colony, which is Abufi. I don't know if I said that right. And then the mages are really just holding the border here, just slowly but surely whittling down the buildings of the human kingdom. There's also a fire here. I don't know how this happened, but okay, more human reinforcements are coming. There's a lot of humans though, so okay, this entire battle I think is gonna take way too long. I'm not gonna lie to you, so we're gonna kind of just put this in a little bit of like maybe a time lapse or something. I have no idea, and just see what happens. Okay, it looks like the mages are finally starting to actually cover some ground. It looks like a lot of like random new human kingdoms are popping up. I don't know who these kingdoms are, but I'm just gonna put Whispers of War on. Like, we don't want any random human kingdoms just chilling about. So we're just going to get rid of all those. But yeah, the mages are just absolutely decimating the humans. Oh my gosh. And it looks like in this case, numbers do not beat like just better gear. Like the better gear has actually just won the mages this fight. They're already starting to build their own buildings in the original human colonies, as you can see here. Look at all these desolate buildings. Oh my goodness. Dude, the mages are really just taking over. They've taken over so many colonies. They're now moving into the original human kingdom's remaining colonies. And yeah, the mages are just really overwhelming the humans here with the better gear. The staffs definitely made the difference in this fight. I'm actually really, like, I'm honestly happy that the mages are winning, because finally this is a story where the underdog wins, because usually it's the kingdom with more population that wins. But thankfully the mages just have way better gear, and I think they're going to really win this war. I mean, the remaining human kingdoms, the remaining human colonies don't really have much gear. Like I said, they're all like kind of in wooden huts. They're all just kind of like just chilling around. And look at this guy, fat, back. Look at this guy. Is this guy doing absolutely anything? Look at him. He's literally just walking around in a circle, bro. Like, this is the average human. They're not really doing too much. Okay, well, I think this is actually about to be the end of the fight. Let me just put this down, take sonic speed off. The humans are down to the remaining 2 colonies. And like I said, I think this is going to be the end for the human kingdom. Let me just put this in 4 times speed. Yeah, the humans, rest in peace to the humans. But I think it's really over for them, to be honest. Yeah, the mages have just absolutely taken over so much, so quickly. I don't know if the mages were actually able to convert the humans to their own kingdom. I think they were. I'm not gonna lie, because I see a lot of these kingdoms are still owned by humans, but it's really the mages that are like leading them. Yeah, we've almost lost like most of the population, like a third of the population's done. Actually more than that, probably like half the population or above is done. And just like that, the mages have won this challenge. Oh my goodness. Finally, this is an underdog story where the underdogs actually win. The mages, the army of the mages is finally returning to their land after just decimating the humans. They had 5 times the population, but it proved to be absolutely nothing for the mages, as they were able to just completely destroy them just by just literally having way better gear. Just look at the gear. They all pretty much have armor. They have staffs. What are they holding? Is that cake? These guys are all eating now. They literally just killed them, and now they're just eating food in their land. I'm going to absolutely nuke this entire world, like so, from the bottom up. Boom, boom, boom. And that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it for what it was. Remember, drop a like, subscribe, and 12 will catch you in the next one. Peace out.